Hi everyone, welcome back. As a reminder for this training, it's helpful to have your curriculum, facilitator packet, and participant packet available so you can follow along as we walk through today's session. Let's jump in. For this week's session, you'll want to bring blank paper, about 10 sheets per participant, and the protector audio file to send after class. You may also choose to use the protector audio during the group exercise. You'll open session 2 the same way you've opened every group so far. It doesn't need to be perfect, but doing the same thing each week matters. Repetition helps people feel safe, especially when trauma has disrupted their sense of stability. Keep this opening brief and familiar. Next, do a short check-in about last week's practices. Deep breathing, safe space, and the event log. This is not a homework check. The purpose is to help participants notice what helped them feel calmer or even more settled during the week. Even small observations are important, and over time, this encourages continued use of the tools. Then, give a brief review of what was covered last week. Trauma can affect memory and focus, so regular review helps people remember without feeling overwhelmed. Keep this short, just enough to help everyone remember where you are in the process. Next, break participants into pairs and have them share one high and one low from the week. Before they begin, remind them of the 3 listening questions. By now, they know these questions well, so you won't need to reteach. We want these questions to become natural, not only in group, but in everyday conversations. Next, you'll move into the crumpled paper protector exercise. This activity introduces the idea of protection through experience, not explanation. After trauma, many people live with a sense of exposure, uncertainty, or lack of control, even if they don't yet have words for it. Ask one volunteer to come to the front. Give about 10 pieces of paper to each remaining participant and explain what is about to happen. You can pause this video and review the written instructions for the crumpled paper exercise. As paper is thrown while the volunteer stands with eyes closed, participants experience a mild and controlled sense of vulnerability. This is not meant to overwhelm or embarrass anyone. The materials are harmless, the space is safe, and you are fully in control of the activity. What matters is the feeling of not knowing what's coming next. This experience often connects with how life can feel after trauma: unpredictable, tiring, and stressful when faced alone. Next, invite a second volunteer to act as a protector and stand in front of the first participant. When protection is introduced, something changes. The environment hasn't fully changed, but the experience feels different. The person is no longer facing stress alone. This contrast helps participants feel the difference between being unprotected and being protected, often noticing less tension, less fear, and more steadiness in their bodies. Safety becomes something they experience, not just something they talk about. Ask a few simple reflection questions, such as how it felt before and after the protection. This helps participants notice internal changes like fear, relief, or calm, and introduces the idea that protection, whether internal, relational, or spiritual, can change how the body responds to stress. This activity also prepares participants for later tools by showing that protection doesn't mean danger disappears. It means we don't face it alone. Next, move into the story. Today's story is Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and the protector in the fiery furnace. Begin with deep breathing before starting the story. This helps participants slow their bodies down before engaging imagination and emotion, especially since the story includes threat and danger. Ask participants to take out their feelings chart. They don't have to use it, but having it nearby helps. Many people feel emotions before they can name them, and the chart offers words without pressure. The first time, listen to the story from beginning to end without stopping. The second time, invite participants to imagine themselves inside the story. Pause at key moments and ask them to notice what they feel, such as fear, confidence, or relief. If you're using the audio recording, the soft ding sound tells you when to pause. After each pause, invite participants to choose a feeling word, then ask if 1 or 2 people would like to share. Sharing is always optional. Keep sharing brief. The goal is practice, learning to notice and name feelings, not long discussion. After the story, move into the protector resource. The protector resource comes from EMDR, which stands for Eye Movement Desensitization and Reprocessing. In trauma work, we always begin by building supports before working with painful memories. Many trauma survivors carry a deep sense of vulnerability even when they're no longer in danger. Protector imagery helps the body experience what it feels like to be guarded, accompanied, and defended. This is not about pretending or avoiding reality. When imagery engages the senses, the body often responds by slowing the heart rate, relaxing muscles, and reducing emotional intensity, as if protection is present. You may play the protector audio file or read the script yourself. Both are fine. As you guide the exercise, help participants engage their senses, what they see, hear, feel, or sense around them. This helps the experience feel more real and easier return to later. You'll also ask participants to choose a simple cue, such as a word, phrase, or gesture. This cue helps them return to the feeling of safety more easily outside the group. The goal of this exercise is to help participants experience that safety and protection can be present even alongside distress. This resource becomes especially important as participants move towards deeper narrative work. Next, move into the emotional statues activity. This exercise teaches a core trauma principle. Emotions live in the body, not just in our thoughts. Trauma often disrupts this connection, leading people to ignore or numb bodily sensations. Here, you'll read out different emotions and invite participants to freeze their bodies into a statue that shows that feeling. This makes emotions visible and physical. Participants begin to notice patterns like tightening, collapsing, or opening without needing to explain or share stories. Moving through multiple emotions reinforces that emotions shift and are not permanent. Afterward, sit the group down for a brief discussion. Reflecting on which emotions felt easier or harder to express helps increase awareness without judgment. This helps participants learn to notice signals in their bodies so they can respond with care instead of reacting automatically. For homework, participants return to the event log and choose a low-intensity event. They'll write what happened, how they felt, and what was the hardest part using the event's detail page. If naming emotions feels difficult, remind them they can use the feelings chart or describe physical sensations instead. Afterward, they'll practice inviting their protector into the situation. Some may stay with the event. Others may move with their protector into their safe space. Both options are fine. They'll continue green light activities, choosing 2 per day. Be sure to send the protector audio file after the session so participants can practice on their own. To close, open space for questions, confirm the next meeting time and location, and close with a short prayer, thanking God for his protection and for showing us what strength and safety can look like. Thank you for continuing this important work. I'll see you back here for session 3.